Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't had a video up all week, but it's springtime at the Batson farm and I have been outside and been busy. But it took a few minutes tonight and I'm going to be working tomorrow, but I wanted to share with you, before I get back on the channel signature truck, I wanted to share the plan for our 1985 Petty Enterprise Thunderbird for the Lucas-C 1981 to 91, the first decade of the downsized car build. So let me share it with you. Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.com. Before we get to the Thunderbird, I got a couple of shout outs and reminders I want to give to you. Next weekend, April the 18th, is the Wall to Wall Hobbies Scale Model Swap Meet. This is in Shelby, North Carolina. If you're in the area, here is the address. It's at Dover Baptist Church, Polkville Highway, Shelby, North Carolina. If you're interested in being a vendor, there is the phone number for Jeff and Aaron, or you can email them down here. And this is a great swap meet. The facility was really great. They had food on site, really good stuff. And man, the vendors were awesome. A lot of big variety, and it was just really, really cool. So if you were in the area, this is worth the trip. Really good swap meet. I look forward to it next weekend, so stop over and say hi. They had some sofas over in one corner of the vendor area, and I got to sit there and fellowship with some of you guys, and it was just a blast. It really was. So come on out if you can. Next up is a reminder once again, what we covered in our last video, the grand opening of the International Model Car Builders Museum, which has been relocated to the Museum of American Speed in Lincoln, Nebraska. The grand opening for the museum is July 23rd, 24th, and 25th, if I can get in frame here. Right now, I plan on being there. This is one of those one-time things. There is also an NNL style display, so you guys come on out and enjoy the museum, the history of our hobby that a lot of years and a lot of great guys have put into this, and I look forward to seeing it myself in person. And lastly, if you do not know about or are not, well, there's no subscription. You can order this each issue as it comes out. This is 4 times a year. This is by my good friend Tim Kalankowitz, and it is Scale Model Enthusiast magazine. Go to Scale Model, not Scale Auto now, Scale Model Enthusiast. Go to the Facebook page of the website and go ahead and order yours up. Great stuff. It covers a lot of cool stuff. And with this particular issue, issue number 2, you can choose the cover. I had to have this one because I know the guy that built this. Cool stuff. And just a great job, great magazine. Tim has been, I've probably known Tim pushing 30 years, if not longer. And he has a great passion for the hobby, and it's a first-rate mag, really is. Okay, so let me share with you the plan for the Petty Enterprise Thunderbird. Just a reminder, guys, this build is part of a group build that you can find on the Lucas-C NASCAR and Circle Track Racing Facebook group. And if you go over there, you can find all the information about it. But the group build is 1981 to 91, the first decade of the downsized car, the smaller cars. And my project for this, as you may recall, is this, the Petty Enterprise Ford Thunderbird for 1985 that was fielded for a number of races by Maurice Petty. And it's a pretty quick car. I think it qualified 5th at the Daytona 500, was one of the few cars that broke the 200-mile-an-hour barrier in qualifying. And if they hadn't had some lug nut issues toward the end of the race, they had an easy top 5 finish. But anyway, I'm wanting to do a super speedway car of this version. We're going to be using the monogram Motorcraft Thunderbird that was fielded by Bud Moore and driven by Ricky Rudd. But this is the kit that we're going to use as our base. But there are going to have to be some changes. This kit was originally based on a Bud Moore car, but it was the Richmond car, so it was a short track car. So we're going to have to make some changes to the body. And where normally I focus on the chassis and details first and then get to the body and adapt it to the chassis a little bit, this time I want to do the body a little bit first, because there's going to have to be some changes in bulkheads. Well, quite a few things to get this right, and I'll be showing you that as we go along. But we're going to have some extensive body work on this one too. So let's get into it. So the plan is we're going to take, and I've already started a little bit of this. You'll see two chassis here. And well, let's start with that real quick. The chassis that comes with the kit is a Banjo Matthews chassis. And this is a great representation of a Banjo chassis too, by the way. But this particular car was a leftover from when Kyle drove the 711 car in 1984. And that car actually had a Laughlin chassis. So we're going to have to be doing some modifying, shortening up, and reshaping back here. We're going to have to take some mods to this one to get it to work right and to line up with the wheel wells and everything. As you can see, it's longer in the front, so we're going to have to make some changes there. Oh, let me get this in the back. There we go. So as you can see, even though, and the back doesn't fit quite right, so we're going to have to taper that just a little bit back there, make a little bit of modifications, but that's still going to have to be shortened up here a little bit. And we're going to want to make sure that our wheel spindles and the rear end are going to line up. See, that looks pretty centered right there. But we'll be working on that as we go. But I want to get some of this body work done first. And to that end, I've already opened the trunk. And I've just got that taped in there right now. I just wanted to get an idea of where things lined up. And remember, because this is an 85, on this original issue, there was a ridge right down the center. And we've removed that, smoothed it out a little bit, made a little bit of modifications to the back here. We'll be drilling out for the fuel inlet. All of this is going to be kind of glassed in nice and smooth. The door jambs in 85 were not there, so we'll be filling the door jambs in. I've got one layer in there that you can see right now, and that's just liquid super glue, guys. And I'm just going to keep doing that. And where these body mold lines from the factory were in here, you see where we've marked those that need to be sanded and smoothed, and we'll smooth all of this stuff out. It did have the correct for this year. If you look at the pictures here, you'll see that it does have the proper air dam for the year, so we didn't have to make a change there. We're going to make, or have to make, some big changes in the wheel wells. As I said, this was based off the Richmond car, the short track car. And as you see here, and we'll start with the back tire here. Now, first of all, the ride height from the kit is right about there. I want this tucked up right about there, just a little bit, barely, but just a little. But you notice how much space, let me put this against the box here, see if I can hold it. But you see how much space, oh, it's a little further. That's it for the moment. You see how much space there is from the tire to the body here? And this is not going to work. There we go. And see how much of a gap there is here. Well, this is going to have to be brought down just a little bit. If you look at this this pic again, you see there's it's pretty close to the tire. And this body again was based on a short track. But the front is even worse. As you see here, there is a lot of gap in the front and the rear. For a short track car, that's absolutely right on. But what we're going to have to do is bring this, try and do this one-handed, it's difficult, guys. We're going to have to bring this, and I want that inset just slightly, but this is going to need to come down just a little bit more, about to right here, I think, because that's a huge gap there. And the front, same thing there, centered up. You see how much of a gap there. So we'll be closing that in just a little bit, and then we'll be evening up and glazing in where the bumper meets the body. And again, these door jambs, you don't see them on the car in 85, so we're going to close those up too. The next thing is on the deck lid, and let me go ahead and take that off. We're going to go ahead and build up what at that time the factory ribbing that goes up in here, as you see here, and we'll be scratch building all of that, and I'm going to do a template so someone may be able to go ahead and 3D print that too. Also, the door, or excuse me, the trunk seams around inside here, will be building up all of that too, as you see in the stock picture here. While it's not totally stock, it is closer than just nothing right here right now. So we'll be getting that done too. Originally, the plan was to do the car like this. Let me get this tape back in here. And that is with the wheels on the car and the deck lid and the hood up, as you see in that inspection, NASCAR inspection picture in the garage area. And I also started thinking, I don't want to do this all four wheels off up on a stand. I do a lot of them like that, but I want to do something different and unique with this, so I'm going to go back old school the way I started doing wheels off, and I'll be sharing that with you as we go along, but I think that's going to look pretty cool. And I may end up just all four wheels on it with the hood and the trunk open. I don't know yet. So the plan is not etched in stone, let's put it that way, but I do want to get a lot of this body work done, and probably next time you see it, we'll go ahead and have that ribbing on the inside of the trunk and some of that inside trunk edge work done up in there. But this is looking pretty good. And speaking of those tires, the car had, as you saw in the pictures, the 5-slot wheel, and that's what comes with this kit. And it looks pretty good on the car too, and they were chrome. So we're going to be re-chroming. I'm not going to use the kit. I've got some from Jay's Model Garage, and if you have not visited Jay's Model Garage, you need to go over there and check it out, because if you're looking for NASCAR anything, that's the place to go. But here's a set of the 3D 5-slot with that are open in the back, so you'll be able to see the brakes behind it. But I think these are just absolutely some awesome wheels. Jay does a great job. And if you wanted a set of these with the lug nuts drilled out and like they were off the car, he's got them too. So head over Jay's Model Garage, check him out. You'll end up buying more than you think you're going to buy, because I do it every single time I'm over there. But great stuff. But I am going to, I've already scuffed this one down, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use the stock wheels. I'll take these letters off, and we'll use the stencils the way they, my tire stencils, and airbrush the lettering on there, just like we've done in the past. I think that's the plan at the moment. The chassis is going to have to be modified quite a bit. The roll bars, for example, I'm going to have to modify the roll cage. There it is. The kit roll cage, if you'll notice here, fits right up to the A pillar beautifully, and fits right up into the body there and to the B pillar. Everything is spot on. The Laughlin chassis, which is made for the Monte Carlos and so the GM cars, is a bit different. So we're going to be making some modifications off of this, transferring it over to the other. But it is a Laughlin chassis. And the pictures I showed you in the past of the chassis that I always had a problem with finding. Sorry about that, guys. The chassis was red in this picture, as you see. and I heard someone say they had a petty blue with black and petty blue roll bars in it, which with those petty blue numbers and the petty enterprise thing, I thought this solid white body with a petty blue interior would look good. And lo and behold, someone sent me pictures of this car, and check it out. We've got petty blue. So I'm thinking more about doing that versus the red, even though I think red on with this white and then the blue numbers, I think that would jump out and look really good too. But that again is not etched in stone either. But I think it's going to look good no matter which one we do. And the deadline for this build, by the way, is December 31st of this year. So we got time. So I'm going to be focusing on a couple of Mustangs, and we'll have probably in the next few weeks, we'll go ahead and have, if not sooner, most of my channel signature van done, at least one of them. And we'll be focusing on Mustang Sally and the short track Mustang. And I think that's it, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.